So of course I said yes, knowing nothing about sales enablement. I said, let's go, let's do this. And it was about a 7 to 8 week sprint. And we were able to deliver a, 8 a.m. to 5, I think like 4:30 p.m., 5-day, Monday through Friday, sales enablement boot camp that gave a full 360 view of Nasuni, how we go to market, how we work with our partners, the back end, the professional services. It never went too deep, but it left the new hires feeling like, okay, I get it. I understand the mission and what we're doing here and how to do my job. And that was fantastic. Like, I love that. That was so good. And I leaned on AI a lot. I was up late nights and asking about Kirkpatrick models and trying to figure out, the best way to deliver a multifaceted sales enablement program. So I'm not just PowerPoint sliding people to death, and I have workshops mixed in with quizzes, mixed in with slide decks, and it was super fun. I had a really good time, but AI helped me a lot during that journey.
Did you start the process knowing you were going to lean on AI, or was there a certain point within there you realized, aha, this is how we're going to do this?
I always knew I was going to use AI to help me put the little things together, like help me write this paragraph, right? But that I always was like, okay, well, how can I use AI to help me here? And then I would just kind of look it up. I would find Instagram reels, TikTok reels on AI, and go on Reddit and explore. There's so many subreddits out there of people and how they use AI, and then I'll read something from somebody on Reddit and how they did something, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I can use that tactic though, and flip it over here and do it this way. So I very self-taught, very self-learned. But like I said, I love to press every button on the remote. So it was an obsession of mine. So I dove deep, and it benefited. I was able to come out the other side with a full calendar, an indexing of all the tools that we already have, how we're going to craft the week, project management workflows. We had like the 2 calls a week with the project leads. It was robust, and yeah, it was very fun.
Now,
And
I know.
AI definitely helped me a ton.
No, yeah, no, I'm using AI all over the place, and one of the things I've learned is it's tends to be only as good as what you put into it too. And I've seen a lot of examples of work from other people where I'm like, clearly you just asked AI to create something and you didn't put anything into it.
Yeah.
From your experience, building this out, how much of it was what you put in and having it refine it versus were you creating workflows? Like, any examples of like how it really made your life easier?
Yeah, no, I mean, I heard somebody make this statement about AI that it's not going to replace humans. I was on this AI panel, and it was I'll give a shout out. It was a CMO at Pharaoh's IQ. She said this, and I will give her credit. She said that we'll always want to see the human thumbprint in the clay pot, and I thought that was like a very like profound statement, and I believe that, right? Like, if you just go to AI and say, make me this, and then you throw that out into the world, it's going to look like a broken clay pot, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible. But if you spend time in the studio and you're molding the clay and you're putting together, like, yes, sure, the AI is the spinning wheel tool, but you are still the human that is crafting that clay pot. And I think if you don't inject yourself into the stuff that comes out of AI, it will not be what everyone hopes it to be. Still need your guidance on it. So I would say it was about 60% me and then 40% AI. Like, it was very foundational. I use it to do the labor work, like the formatting, the frameworks, getting the calendar grid lined up. But then I was able to fill it, right? So instead of spending an hour building out, here's this Excel grid of a calendar, like it did it for me, and then I could fill it in, right? That's how I would leverage and lean it. And then use it for research. Like I said, I was figuring out like, what's the Kirkpatrick model? Instead of Googling it, I said, how would I use this in practice? And you use it as your coach. You can just start asking questions, turn on voice mode and just speak to it, and it will speak back and teach you. So I did that a lot.